Yeah, because you see the music come from pain, suffering, and yet high, loyal, dignified, majestic vibes, you know? That when you play it, you forget everything. Because, you know, music take all pain, all sorrow. You just think it's like a heavenly plane you reach, you know? So, Rasta go hand in hand with that because it's from the heartbeat. You know? That's where it come from.
We're sick and tired of the bullshit game. Now go to heaven in Jesus' name. We know and we understand. Mighty God is a living man. You fool some people sometimes. What did you say? But you can't fool all of people. So now you see the light. We gonna stand up for your right. So you get up, stand up. Stand up for your right. Get up, stand up in the morning and don't give up the fight. I say get up, stand up, stand up, stand up for your right. Get up, stand up, stand up. Don't give up the fight.
I think that Bob Marley being a son of a white man and his mother being black, and also that Chris Black was a Jamaican. I think there's a connection there between black and white, and I think Chris Black will realize this. Because Bob Marley is equal, you know, to the white man as well as to the black man. It's like a striking emblem of unity, which is necessary. But I don't think Chris Black will use it in that form.
We know those satans and those devils. They have been there for a long time. And I am sick and tired of their bullshit. What they are trying to do is create conflict. Seeing what they are trying to create between us is superstars. Seeing? And divide us and makes us look like we are rivals. Bob Marley was my student. See? And he was always my student from the very first moment he put his finger on a guitar. See, we were a group together. One went one way, two went the other way.
You see, success for us was being together, you know, as one. Bonnie, Peter, Bob, all the way together. So when we start split up and this man gone that way and that man, that's when everything go down, to me. Yeah, from my observation, that's when things went down.
Never know what happiness is. Never know what sweetness is. I'll be always laughing like a clown. Oh, someone help me 'cause I've got to pick myself from on the ground. In this concrete jungle, I say, what do you got for me now? You concrete jungle, why won't you let me be down? You concrete jungle, you say we've got it in concrete jungle now.
When I left the group, there are people who say that I am in conflict with Bob or some kind of madness, which is not a matter of being in conflict with Bob. It's just in conflict with the situation that I live in for all my life, approximately. See?
It wasn't understood by those who tried to interpret his message. And this, of course, creates infinite complications when the prophet is deeper than his time.
The sheep, all sheep of the fold, have scattered themselves. And everyone is suffering from this great thing called ego. Everybody is busy involved in himself. The respect of humanity has been lost. See? No man respect his fellow man again. But this time the truth shall swim like waters cover the sea. And only righteousness can exalt a nation.
If it wasn't Bob Marley, it wasn't reggae. So Peter must have been meeting his set of hard work to break his reggae to the world, you know?
Robert Nesta Marley, who was presented with the Order of Merit a few weeks ago by the Jamaican government. This is the second highest honor that's...
So when Bob died, they called me to announce it to the radio stations to let them know that Bob had died. But because of the closeness of Peter and Bob and Bonnie, I said to myself, let me call Peter first. So I called him and I said, Peter, I'm calling you first before I tell the radio stations what Bob has died, you know? So I said, well, if it's so, it's just so. At least it leaves a little space for all of us to go through now.
The truth is, I was born with fear, lots of fear for the evil that exists around me 360 degrees. But there is something within me that was born inside of me that was called determination. And I know it has more power than fear.
I've been sitting and wondering, waiting for the time to fly. And you know I tried. You can imagine how I tried. I tried it, and I did try. But I got to pick myself up and dust myself off. And I had to start all over. Every time I start all over, pick myself off the ground, turn myself around, and start all over. Every time I start all over.
Why do you think that the militant artist proposes a threat to these people? Why do they?
Because their works are corruption. And where there is corruption, there must be an eruption. You see? And irrespective of what bureaucrats are promising the people and politicians and telling you what they are doing and what they will be doing, they have always been promising good, but doing the most dangerous evil. And all I've been seeing is that I've been seeing from I was a youth growing up. All the people get these promises, comfortable promises, for 1,000 years. And a generation come and a generation go, and no promises accomplished.
Peter and Freya had something in common, which was that they all believed in this, the blackness, the uprising, the uplifting of black people and black consciousness levels.
Live clean, let your works be seen. Stand firm or you gonna feed worms. Live clean, let your works be seen, my brothers. Stand firm or you gonna feed worms.
Freya, I know I'd put in an application to get control of JBC Radio 1, to buy it out. Freya, I was almost certain now, as long as they decide not to give it to a foreigner. And he was backed by Peter and all of this, in terms of structuring it along Rasta, black. That was the emphasis, you know. That was the music play, but the teachings of black people, you know, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King. So the government was in a dilemma because they didn't want to give it to Freya. And Peter did I prefer give it to somebody else.
Live clean, let your works be seen.